real quick. All right, welcome everybody to our Monday huddle. Today is June 24th. We are more than halfway through 2024, which is crazy to think about. Where has the year gone? But I am excited to be with you guys today, and even more excited to have our very own division leader, Linda Christopher, on our call today with her cute little white kitty in the back. What is your cat's name?
This is Bert. His brother is somewhere around here. Tom. Bert and Tom. We rescued them last June.
Oh, he's so cute. I love him.
He's very
Bert. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty.
And here comes Tom.
Oh my God. He's
Tom's 18 pounds. He's a big cat.
Oh my gosh.
This one's only 12. So,
yeah. Oh my gosh. I had an 18-pounder one time. Her name was Honey Bun, but now we have two skinny cats. But anyway, so you guys, I'm excited today to have division leader Linda Christopher on our team huddle today. Linda and I were chatting over the weekend, and she shared with me that she submitted a $1,600 fundraiser. And I was like, you know what? It's been a really long time since we have chatted about fundraisers, probably since last Sparkle in January, when Michelle Zito and I did a training on fundraisers. And so I asked Linda if she would share what she did with the team, because I think it's always important to have multiple different streams of income or multiple different opportunities to make money in your business. And she said yes. So I know she's limited on time. I'm going to hand the wand over to her so that she can share with us exactly what she did to have a $1,600 fundraiser last week. Linda, it's all yours.
Okay, well, first of all, here comes Tom. He's right behind me. He's so fast. Okay, first of all, the woman that I did the fundraiser with has done fundraisers before with me. But when I did them before, I just gave a portion of my profit to her fundraiser, to her group. But she, in the last couple of months, actually got her 501(c) paperwork done. And that's why we did one with Park Lane, because Park Lane is very generous. They give 50% of the sales to the event, which is unbelievable. Right. So we did when you do one with Park Lane, I'm going to take my notes here. They're going to actually request a form to be filled out. You click on the fundraiser under field interface. You click on that, and it'll give you the form that needs to be filled out. Took a picture of it, sent it in an email to Park Lane, and they came back with all the information that we needed, the link and everything. And she, like I said, we've done fundraisers before for different things that she supports, but her biggest cause is animals, cats, dogs, horses, any kind of rescue like that. So she will collect, old towels, old blankets, things like that, just to take to the rescues. Now, when we got our cats, Tom and Bert, she posted it on Facebook in our neighborhood. I saw it, and I, of course, reacted or acted quickly and got them that night. One of the rescues is one of the ones that she supports. So she helps, pay for medicine, food, whatever she needs to do. So she has a great cause. If you know anybody that is, vet care or animal rescue, those are great causes because you feel really good about it. You fill out the form, you send it to Park Lane sends you the link. And then we had an event. So the event was the 15th. Oh,
Linda, hold on one second. Let me interrupt and ask a question, because I know we have a lot of new people that have never done a fundraiser before. So my first thing I wanted to just say is just to preface it what Linda said. There's two different ways that you can do a fundraiser. The first way is you can just have a regular party like Linda had done previously with this lady. And Linda just did a regular party. Linda got paid on the party, and then Linda donated a percentage of her commission. So like if you are a fashion stylist and you make 30%, you might donate back 20%. Okay, you can donate the whole 30% if you want, it just depends on you. The second way to do it is the way that Linda did it this time, because now this woman has her 501c3. So when they are a legit 501c3, now you can actually go through Park Lane Corporate and you can, you know, request that that you do it through the company. When you do it through the company, we get to give 50% of the fundraiser sales to the organization. Park Lane does. And then you still get paid. This is the big part, because I know Linda was like, cha-ching. You still earn your commission rate on 50% of the sales. So 50% goes to the organization, and then you get your commission rate on the other 50% of the sales.
They're not?
So if
Oh.
this party was,
Huh?
let's see, oh, Zena, I think,
Oh, okay.
Zena,
Well,
Zena, can you mute?
imagine that would be more fun.
Wait a minute, I can do it. I did it. So just hypothetically, so half of 1,600 is $800. And Linda, you're a division leader, so you make 45%. So $800, so around $360 you earned.
Yeah.
And then $800 went to the organization. That is amazing. That just to give people like an idea of how great this is. And then before you go into how you did it, would you just share with everybody, how did you ask her to do a fundraiser? I know that you've done one with her in the past, but like, how did you actually like get her to say yes?
Well, you know, when we've been talking about it because she's in the community. I know her. She makes cookies and sells them and gives it to a great cause. Like I said, she's active in, you know, animal care, veterans. She's doing this all the time. So she was very, very interested in doing a jewelry one once she got her paperwork all filled out and sent in. So that's, you know, her 501c3. I was saying 3C, but it's C3. Maybe. You're right. So that was, you know, we just got it on the calendar and we did an actual party. Well, I can't say that. I took the jewelry to her house. We put it on the island and a lot of her friends came. She invited quite a few, but she also posted the link because she's from New York and has lived in Florida many years, but from New York, she still has friends and family. So they were all able to order on the link, which is pretty cool. She could reach out. They didn't have to be at the event. The one thing you have to remember is, you know, Park Lane is giving away 50% of the sales. So you don't have any 2+4. You don't have any bonuses because they're already giving 50% of the sales back to this cause. So I have a lot of customers that shop regularly and they wanted to do the 2+4. And I said, not on this one. This is going to be 50% of the sales. Park Lane's doing a great thing by doing this. We're not going to ask for any more. They won't even authorize that. The one thing you need to make sure you do, pardon me? Oh, that somebody said something. You need to make sure that all the orders go on the link. And that was a little bit different for me because I thought, oh my gosh, because so when I do an in-home party, I live in a senior community. I have not taken the time to teach all these women how to place an order on their phone. It just doesn't happen. So I have order forms that they fill out. I bring them home. I put them in the computer that night. And yeah, it's always a long day because I end up doing the event and then I do all the orders. So the thing is, you need to make sure every time you go in to place an order that you are on that link. That's very important because if it doesn't go to the link, to the fundraiser link, it doesn't count towards the party. So that's important.
Yes,
And then,
it's kind of tricky because when you're on the link, it will ask you if you want to add any more specials or something. And so if they click that, then it actually takes them to the regular website, takes them off of the fundraiser.
Well, it actually has the pop-up that says, do you want to continue working or ordering from this show? I think they need to fix that on fundraisers because if you click that right away, it's, you know, it's going towards a regular order and it ends up not in the fundraiser. So that's important to know.
Yes. And I want to say too, that one thing that really helped me with that, when I did Gracie's fundraiser for her cheer competition, was I actually just created, this was a new, what's the word? Feature that Park Lane came out with last Sparkle, is that in fundraisers, you can create smart cart links. So
Oh.
with her cheer group, it was just, we were selling impression studs. Okay. And so that was easy because with everybody, I just shared that smart cart link. They purchased the stud, $14 went back to the organization. So that is an option too. If you are focusing like on one specific piece of jewelry for a fundraiser, like a lot of the times for the animal shelters and stuff, we sell the forever necklaces or the paws bracelets. You can have a smart cart link for that fundraiser ready to go if that's the main big item that you're promoting. But you don't want to limit yourself to that because people will buy. Because remember, the benefit to the customer is that they get to write this off as well. This is a donation. So this is a chance for them to shop and write it off on their taxes too.
I'm making notes here because I have everybody entered into my project broadcast. So I'm gonna do a complete thank you to them.
Yay.
And I'm gonna mention that they have their receipt. If they don't have it, I can get it for them. So they can,
Write that off. Yep,
write it off.
absolutely. My gosh. Project Broadcast is absolutely amazing. Literally, it's probably one of the best places that you can spend your money on for your business is text marketing. We just finished doing our recording for Sparkle and just hearing Lindsay Hale and all the things that she uses it for, and how that program helped me finish earning out my trip to St. Thomas. Like it's amazing. We can't just post and pray anymore, So that's awesome.
So I think that's it, unless anybody has any questions. I do believe that we will be doing more. I don't know how often we can do it again. I don't think, Park Lane has any kind of a schedule when we can do it again. But she has a lot of followers and people just want to, and she actually is giving to many of the rescues in Marion County, which is huge. There's quite a few. So, and that's horse, dog, cat rescue.
Yeah, absolutely. And then even incentivizing her to spread the word about how much money she got, that's going to be a really, really great way for you to get even more fundraisers and even more contacts. But you're doing something super smart is everyone who purchased from you, that is now a warm customer. So now you have to add them to your project broadcast to create them into becoming a super fan and making sure that those of you who have VIP groups, not only are you adding them to your text marketing, but you're also inviting them to your VIP group because, people are different places all the time. Like that's one thing that I know Kay Demmer shared is she puts so many different opportunities in her VIP group for people to shop. And she said most people would think that it's overkill, but honestly, different pieces are going to resonate with different people. When they get paid is going to play gonna play a part in that as well. And so just having lots of different opportunities and ways for them to purchase. And so I love this, Linda. So I'm sorry, just to ask you one more question, then I'll let you go if you have to get back to work, but you
I'm
said
not
that,
at work, but I've got an appointment. So yeah, that's
oh,
good.
okay. So this was an in-person fundraiser.
Yeah, but it was both because she utilized it. As soon as we got the link, she put it on her, sent it out to all of her friends and in New York and family. But we did have people at the party. I didn't sell anything off the table, but they at least got an idea. Now these are repeat customers of mine. Some of them make every party that I have, and some of them had never been to the party before. So that was good. So that's a warm market for me to reach out and say, hey, how's your jewelry? And how about some free jewelry? There are no hostess benefits either on a fundraiser. So you know that.
Right. On a fundraiser through Park Lane. Yes, correct.
Through Park Lane, right.
Yeah, if you're donating your own profits and you're not going through Park Lane, then there is hostess perks. And a lot of the times you can use that as like a secondary source for that fundraiser host to have even more income towards her organization by letting them know that, hey, I'm also going to donate $400 for the jewelry that you can give away at a future, silent auction or things like that. So It's great. And the thing that I really love about fundraisers is even though 50% is going towards them and you get paid 50% on the other half of the fundraiser, or you get paid on the other 50% your commission rate, but the entire amount goes towards RRC, goes towards your trip contest. So again, it's just Parkland is so generous. We didn't have a fundraiser like program like this with Princess House. I don't know about Premier, but it's really great. It's really
I always did my own with Premier. I always did my own. In fact, I've done others since I've been with Park Lane, but I've always done my own. And this is the first one I did with Park Lane. So it was really good.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. And if you are watching this and you've never attempted a fundraiser before, we do have on our team boards a fundraiser tab that has everything you need to know, how to fill out the paper, how to set it up. I usually start my fundraisers I think it's September. And the way that I get leads for fundraisers and the way that I've taught this to the stylist community with Michelle Zito is on my main Facebook page. I just ask everyone, do you have a favorite non-for-profit that you love to support? You wouldn't believe the amount of comments. I think last time it was like 35 comments. And then by the time I replied back to everyone, it just kept bumping up in people's feeds. And it's a really, really great way to kind of get your foot in the door and tell people what you do and what Park Lane offers. So if you have any questions, let us know. Linda, thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks for that information, Katie, because I'm going to, on my project broadcast, when I send it out, I'm going to ask that question if they have any,
Yeah.
non-for-profit.
Yes, ask them. By the way, do you have a favorite non-for-profit that you love to support? And see what they say. And then when they come back and they say, oh yes, I love to support the Elks Club, then you can say, that's awesome. Do you have a point of contact that I could reach out to that's at the Elks Club that I could, call and speak with or email? And then they usually say, absolutely. The lady who runs the place, her name is Henrietta. And then you reach out to Henrietta and you let her know, and I did a fundraiser at the Moose Lodge and they wanted me to come in and show them kind of what I do. And that was a $1,000 fundraiser at the Moose Lodge. Everyone had popcorn and drinks and everyone shopped. So if they have a 501c3, you can go through Princess House through Park Lane. And if they don't have a 501c3, then you can just do a fundraiser on your own terms. Because remember, even though you're giving up all of your profits or a portion of your profits, if you're playing a booking game or some kind of big booking incentive, you're going to get future business from that fundraiser. So it's almost worth it if you kind of take one for the team that first time,
Yep.
Love it. Okay. And I know that Kathy, I know she's on the call today. I know that she's also done some fundraisers in her VIP group as well and let them participate. And that's been successful too, right, Kathy?
Yeah, I haven't used the Park Lane one too often. Honestly, I haven't had a lot of success with that, but I think I'd have more success if I did it either maybe in person or did it like you did with the one item with
Yeah.
the shopping cart, just with like one item, and it's just easier for them to just, so they don't click out of it. I've had that happen before too, where it clicked out and it didn't apply to it. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're great.
Yeah, whenever you do the smart cart for the fundraiser, it takes them right to checkout. So unless they go and click other places, it makes it really easy. And yes, with your VIP group, they're so spoiled with the sale. That's probably why through the company wouldn't work. So yeah, getting out of that group. Okay, well, I wanted to share before we kind of go into some other things today. Thank you so much, Linda. You're awesome. I really, 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 really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
So I wanted to share a couple things. So I kind of had like a come to Jesus moment last week. And then at church on Sunday, I kind of had confirmation of that. And it got me thinking of the definition of insanity. You guys all know what the definition of insanity is. I'm sure you've heard it. It's basically when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results from it. Okay. And so, things are always so rapidly changing in this industry. That's one of the reasons why I love direct sales, is because it is a self-development business, and we're always learning new things. And I'll be the first to admit, and I'm sure that those of you who know me, you already know this, but I am a creature of routine. I have my routine. I know what I have to do. It's on my to-do list every day, all the things I have to do. A lot of my to-dos are on a repeat, thing, so that way I don't forget, because it's crazy, right? Raising almost 3 teenagers right now, and everything else that comes along with life, right? And so I got to thinking that we must try something different if we want to get different results, okay? Because we keep doing what we've always done and we're not getting bookings, we're not adding new team members, we're not making $300 a week or $400, however much money you want to make every single week, then we have to change it up, okay? So this week, and I'm really glad that Linda brought up her follow-up Friday. I'm like, thank you, God. I'm so glad that y'all are, some of you are doing it, because it is so detrimental to do your follow-up Friday messages, okay? Because you're reaching out to your past customers. Even if you didn't have any customers from last week or the week before, you can go to orders in your back office and you can scroll down and it will show you your whole list. It's huge, right? Of how many people have ever purchased from you. So all of us have a giant list of all of our past customers, even if it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, it doesn't matter. You can still reach out to them and do a follow-up Friday message. Now, you don't have to wait until Friday. Okay, you can do this today or tomorrow, whenever you want. But you can reach out to every single one of them and just say, hey, Dory, it's Katie with Park Lane. I just wanted to reach out to you today. I wanted to make sure that you're still loving your jewelry, you're wearing it. Are you getting a lot of compliments? Is there anything that I can help you with as far as an exchange, or, if you saw a new piece that you loved, let me know. Okay. All this message is to simply open up the doors of having a conversation with someone. That is the sole purpose of the follow-up Friday message, is to just open up that opportunity, okay? If you don't knock, no one's going to come to the door, right? So, this Friday, I was doing my follow-up Friday messages, and I had 12 people that I had to follow up with from my mystery hostess party that I submitted 2 weeks ago, okay? From this 12 people, probably 6 are like people who purchase every month, and then the other 6 were probably new or semi-new customers, okay? But I'm very committed always to making sure that I do my due diligence. Like, it does not settle with me, right? Not to feel like I did everything I could, That's just part of my character. So I was like, I'm going to message, even though these people have purchased from me a gazillion times, I'm still going to do my follow-up Friday message. I'm still going to ask them if they got their jewelry. I'm still going to ask them if they're getting compliments. I'm still going to ask them if they need help with returns or exchanges. And then I had a game plan. So my game plan was, once they messaged me back, and it usually is like, oh yeah, I got it, I love it, I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Then I usually say something like, oh my gosh, I would love to see a picture. Would you send it to me, or would you post it in our VIP group? I'm sure the girls would love to see you wearing the whatever necklace. Okay. And so then of course they reply back and they say yes. So then I decided I was going to try something new. Okay. Now, mind you, I didn't really know how I was going to execute this. This is all about jumping in and just doing it, and jumping in and doing it messy. Okay. Because you can always come to me or come to your upline leader later and say, hey, I got a booking because I told them XYZ. How do I do XYZ? Okay. And we're going to be there for you to help you come up with the strategy and the game plan. Okay. So this is what I said to her. Let me pull it up real quick, because out of the 12 people, I got 2 bookings. Okay. So this is what I said. I said, okay, where's it at? Sorry, we've been talking a lot. Okay, here it is. Okay. So I said, awesome. If you think of it, or if you'd be able to, please post a picture in our VIP group of her wearing her necklace. Then I said, hey, and I'm gonna copy this so I can take a screenshot of this. Okay. Then I said, hey, I also wanted to ask you, I'm trying something new with a few hostesses this month. Okay. I'm basically doing a 1 hour party on Facebook Messenger. It's super simple. I create the messenger group. You just invite your friends and it all goes down in one evening in about 1 hour. And of course, you collect your hostess rewards based on how many orders we get. Would you be interested in trying something like this out with me? That was what I said. Okay. Now I always ask for a booking when I do my follow-up Friday calls, but it's not like that. It's usually like, hey, have you ever considered having your own style party? So this sounds simple. It sounds easy. She's going to earn free jewelry. It takes not even an evening of her time. We're talking 1 hour. And she replied back along with the other girl I got to book. And she said, I would love to. Sounds like fun. One girl booked for next Wednesday and the other girl booked for Sunday. Okay. So it just got me thinking about a couple things. Number one, if what you're doing right now is not getting you the results that you want, you have to be willing to try something different, right? And so I wanted to share that all with you today because it's something that I tried that was completely different, that I've never done before. And mind you, at that point, I didn't know how I was going to do a messenger party, but guess what? I'm figuring it out. And so far it's going great. I actually used Kathy, the Amanda Todd, what is it called? I used the Amanda Todd, it's this one. I forget what it's called. You know what I'm talking about though. I forget what it's called, but it basically, the first thing I did is I said, great, let's get started on your guest list because I want her to actually have a physical guest list so she can ask her friends, invite them and get warm people that are interested in participating in her messenger party. So I told her that she could earn, I basically told her, I sent her this little graphic from Amanda Todd. It says, are you ready for some fun pre-party prizes? And I said that I was excited to help her get her $400 shopping spree. I want to help her get an extra $100 in free jewelry. And the way to do that is by number one, sending me a guest list of who she's planning to invite. And number two, having a perfect 10 party on Messenger. So I told her that to get her first free 50, she had to send me her guest list. And I gave her 2 days to do it. Okay. And then look what she sent me. There's her guest list. So then after she sent me her guest list, I sent her this, Kathy, and I just changed it to, instead of $10, I put $50. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it said, guess who's at level 1? You got $50. Woohoo, congratulations. And then I sent her the verbiage on how to invite her friends to the messenger party. Okay. And so far it's been going good. So now that I've set that up, my plan of action is once she gets her 10 to 15 yeses, then I'm going to create her messenger group, have her invite her people, and I'm going to do this so simply. And I hope that it's going to, be simple for them, because that's the whole thing. Make sure it's simple for them and fun for them. The 24-hour script that I made back in May, I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to post those 9 postings in Messenger starting at 7:30. And then I'm going to end with a style party. Okay. Now you can do your style party a couple different ways. You can record just on your phone, 4 little 4-minute videos. And you can do one explaining the sale, one explaining earrings under 30, one explaining maybe your top silver looks, one explaining your top gold looks. You can do something as simple as that, or what I'm contemplating trying is because I do have a YouTube channel, I'm contemplating going live on YouTube and doing a style party and then sending them the link to join to watch. So again, if what you're doing is not working, try something new. So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing because I'm trying to build my calendar myself for football season because I can't be out doing in-person parties during football and cheer season because the kids have practice 3 nights a week and then games on Saturday. So my calendar is crazy, right? Are there any questions? Who would be willing to try this out? Anybody? Nobody?
Thinking.
You know me, you know how I hate messenger parties. I mean, I'm not averse to trying it, but I'm not a fan of messenger parties. I don't know. I mean, I would try it once, maybe. To try it again. I mean, I've tried them before, but I don't
Yeah.
like them. I don't like them.
And
If I see
what
if I see one person leave the party, I get so upset. I'm like, oh, they hate me. I mean, I take it so personal. It's not personal.
right,
It's just,
right.
you
Yeah,
just-
I'm hoping that won't happen because she has her guest list and she's asking them, can you join? So I'm hoping that won't happen, but I'm also going to use some graphics that we have again on boards. And it basically tells them not to clog up this chat. Please private message me if you have questions. And then there's also like another graphic that says, send me a DM and ask me what the password is for this messenger party. And you'll be entered to win our Lana necklace. And then that way you're actually talking privately with the people that are in the group on your messenger rather than clogging up the messenger group. So I'm not against doing private parties, public group parties, but I just felt like I needed to come to my customers this week and say, I'm trying something new with my hostesses this month, you know? And so that's what I did. But one thing that I was thinking about when I was writing down all of this is, I wrote down the definition of insanity. And then I also found, this is one of my favorite quotes by Thomas Edison. You guys probably know it, but it says, opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. If you want your business to work and you want sales and you want bookings, we have to work. It sucks. I know. I don't want work. I think most of us don't want to work, right? But we want the income, we want the growing team, we want, you know, the Rich Rewards Club program. Did you have any questions, Dory? I know you said
Angie asked you a question in the chat. She said, can we go live on Messenger or does it need to be a recorded video?
yeah, you cannot go live on Messenger. Wait a minute, hold on one second. Let me think. Hold on one second. Wait a second. Hold on. My mind.
I think you can.
I think you can now too.
Oh, yes, guess what? Okay, if you go to our Stroop Troop chat, Kathy, check this because I'm the creator of the chat. But do you see in the upper right-hand corner the little video?
Just hold on a minute. Let me see. Where am I going? Yeah. It's a start a video call, but it's just so they would just all jump into it. You know, we always get that when people accidentally hit the phone button.
Okay, okay, we're gonna test this. Okay, I'm gonna click it, Kathy, and then you join. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Let's see if this works. It says waiting for others to join.
I don't have a, oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Hey girls, it's party time. Thank you all for joining my virtual style party today.
Hey, that works. I like that. That's cool.
Look at this.
Can
You
people mute
guys.
themselves though?
Huh?
Can
Oh,
people
hi,
mute?
Jeff.
I wonder if there's a way for them to mute themselves so you can do the show.
Let's
You know?
see. I have a mute. I have a mute button.
I'm hearing the feedback from all the Zoom stuff or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hang up.
Typically be on Zoom, so we wouldn't have that problem.
Right, well, in
In the bottom left-hand corner, I think that's how you mute. Is that right, Kathy?
Well, oh, there it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I think, I mean, yeah, I'm muted. Yeah. I'm muted.
Okay.
Yeah, that muted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our mouths were moving in there.
Okay, you guys.
Hey, I
Let me
lost
just say,
Yeah.
let me just say, where's the confetti? Okay. Hallelujah. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, and the great thing is that there's really no no preparation for a messenger party. They just have to make their guest list. You're going to help them. So if you want screenshots of what I sent her and what I've been telling her, let me know. I'm happy to share them. But like I said, in a nutshell, I basically had her come up with a guest list. Then when she came and that's how she got $50 in her first jewelry. And then when she has 10 orders, she gets another 50. And that's just the fast 50s. Then I also sent her some verbiage on how to invite her people. But remember, her guest list has to be 20 or 30 people because my girl, she did full transparency here because, you know, I'm just being always honest. She messaged me last night, Sunday night at 6 p.m. She said, so I'm not having the best of luck with people. I actually thought would actually join the party because they love the jewelry. 2 said that they ordered enough of Park Lane and said, if y'all come out with new styles, maybe I would join. And 3 looked at the invite and 4 said, no, thank you. The rest haven't looked at it. This is out of 30 people. So she's only talking about 10 people. Okay. And so I said, okay, no problem. This is great. I said, let them know that we do have a brand new collection. It's called the Color Me Beautiful. Tell them there's no obligation, but that you would love it if they would hop on board and check it out. Okay. And then I sent her a bunch of pictures of the new collection. And I said, here are some pictures to share. And she says, oh my gosh, I love this. So she didn't even see this new collection. So I know her friends didn't see it. And so she's continuing to reach out today. Okay. But remember, even if she has 5 people in that messenger group and you have 5 $90 orders, that's almost a $500 show, you know, and it takes 1 hour of your night and you're making $130 to $250 depending on what your commission rate is, you know? So that is so cool that we have the video feature in there, you guys. That's huge. So that overcame my hurdle with what I was going to do. Okay, any other questions about that? Are you guys willing to try it now? Maybe.
enough.
I think I might. Maybe I'll try it. I might.
Try it. Yeah. And so, and I haven't got any results from this. I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm thinking again, if anything, if all fails, okay, and you have 10 people in this messenger group and not one of them buys anything, you still can invite 10 people to join your VIP group. You still can add 10 people to your project broadcast, right? You still can, you know, do a lot with these people. Let me see what, did I answer Angie's question? Can we go live? Yes. Okay. Yes, please. Graphics. Yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to send the graphics in Facebook Messenger because they're from Amanda Todd. So you have to have purchased them. Just so you guys know. So I will do that. Okay. And again, I'm just kind of jumping in messy myself. Okay. But I got 2 bookings. So it starts with you going to your back office, clicking on orders, scroll down to where it says ordered from my website, and then click see more. And you'll have a giant list of people that you can send a message to. Okay. I'll send you what I sent them first in Messenger, and then I'll post the graphics that I've been using for this. Okay. All right. So remember that the definition of insanity, if you want to make waves, you know, then you've got to try something new. Uh-oh.
Somebody's calling again.
No, we started something.
Yeah.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, that's hilarious. How do I get this to stop ringing?
I don't know. I don't think you can until they hang up.
Oh,
The
Lord.
person, I think the person that's doing it has to hang up. So don't anybody answer it.
Don't, yeah. Okay. So, to wrap up our huddle, we got about 10 minutes left. This isn't the only way. If you've never ever been to a vendor event and you've never done a vendor event, try that. Dory, I thought of you the other day because I was talking with a group of ladies who had done several vendor events. And one of them said that if it's outdoors, make sure that you attach your tent to the bumper of your car. That's what they do so that the tent doesn't blow away. And I thought that is so smart. They tie the tent to the bumper of the car with what are they called? Zip ties. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, that would have come in handy for someone a couple weeks ago, right? But there's lots of other ways that you can try something new. You can try a vendor event. You can try a fundraiser to help an organization build relationships and meet new people. If again, I'm going to bring up Maria Rivero, but thank you, Kathy. She does bridal vendor events, and she funnels 200 people into her VIP group over a weekend from a vendor event. And that she has a system, once they're in the group, she has a system of what she does to get them as a customer. She does a giveaway. She tells them that they have to join her live party the next night. She does a giveaway, then people book parties, and so on and so forth. You can have your own party. If you haven't done one in person in a while, do it. I mean, just try it, just see it. You might like it. You might, they might have fun. In fact, I'll tell you guys something so cute. Last night when I think Gracie's upstairs right now, but last night when I was, putting Gracie to bed, she knows that I'm doing a Facebook party on Messenger. I don't know how she figured that out. I guess she heard me talking about it or something. And she said, I miss doing in-person parties. And I said, really? She said, yeah, they were so much fun. And she said, and I loved going to all your restaurants and eating. And you know what? If she feels that way, I'm sure the customers feel that same way too. It was fun, right? So,
You know what I did, Katie?
yeah.
Will make you laugh. So I actually created this really cute invitation. I said, I'm going to do this. I'm doing it at the Bahama Breeze, which is really that we have one by my house, and I had never been there before. And I took Emerson to lunch there. And right next, they have this whole room, this whole private room that's huge with all these windows, nice and bright, pretty little room in there. And you can reserve it for free. And there's not even a food requirement. It's just like eating, just like making a reservation for a table in there, and they'll let you have it private. And so I said, all right, I'm doing this. I'm going to do a party. I'm going to have a bunch of samples there and do a sample sale while I'm there, because I have so much stuff to get rid of. And I was all about it. And I made this cute invitation, and then I chickened out. So I haven't done it yet, but it's still in the back. I mean, you know why? Because I haven't done an in-person party for so long. I'm afraid I'm going to have this big room and that nobody will show up, and I'll be there by myself. But I was gonna do like a happy hour. I was gonna do like buy some appetizers myself and pay for some of those, and just I mean, I think I could get people to come, but I don't know. I'm just so paranoid about it. I think it sounds fun. I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
if it makes you feel better, when I first started doing Buffalo Wild Wings, my first event only had like 4 people. And I was the hostess, but the goal was to get those 4 people to book their party there. So
Mhm.
then over time, because I did this since January, I've been doing this. And so over time, word just got out. And my biggest party I ever had there was 3 hostesses. And one hostess had 5 guests, one hostess had 5 guests, the other hostess had 7 guests. So we had like, I don't know, 15 people there, but all 3 hostesses got a perfect 10 party. So I closed out like a $2,700 show, and I was only at Buffalo Wild Wings for 3 hours.
That's good. Well, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, if I just started it out, the first one, like as a customer appreciation, and did like If we got a perfect 10, and I could even do like 4 $100 drawings or something. But then say, I want to try to I'm just going to do this every month. You can invite your friends, you can get the free jewelry. And so like, maybe do it like that. But I just thought if I could do it like a happy hour type event, because they also have from 4 to 6, they have happy hour prices on appetizers and drinks. So I thought, that they came like right after work, they could get happy. Maybe that would be a draw for them too. And they could just have a fun happy hour type event, but try to get bookings from it and do it. And I just need an excuse to get out of the house. I never leave my house. I mean, I don't do anything anymore. So I
Yeah.
thought that one might be a
Yeah.
fun.
And you know what? Instead of saying, I'm going to do this once a month, do your purse game with your colorful cards and say, look, this is what I'm going to start doing. I am going to start having parties here. Who would like to have a party here with me? Isn't this great? You don't have to clean your house. You don't have to buy refreshments. You don't have to kick the husband out. Isn't this cool? So let's play a fun game. Then you pull out all your little colorful
But I
little
don't know if
cards.
I will. Then my other thing about it is I'm old, and I feel like I don't know if I want to do that many out in-person parties because I don't want to haul my stuff there. Well, it's not that bad. I'm making excuses. I really am. So I think that if I started doing them, you know, I would enjoy it, just to be getting out of the house with people.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You need to have so that you can get a bigger bang for your buck.
I just have to find a good way to.
Make sure that you have, like, when I do it, I have 2 date cards for the 25th, 2 date cards for the 30th, 2 date cards for July 1st. Because my goal is I'm not being spoiled, but I really don't want to go out and do one party for one hostess, as silly as that sounds. You should do that. You should do that. But the goal is to get 2 or maybe even 3. I had to work up to that. And that's when I started training Gracie to come help me, because managing 3 parties was a lot of carts to help people do, but you could do what Linda does and just bring order forms, because they're printable off your website in your back office. So you can do that. But yeah, definitely play a booking game. Definitely do a ticket game. The ticket game is what brought in, for me personally, since January, like 17 new team members amongst that entire group of people. And it was so great because it helped my new girl, not really new anymore, but Bonnie Dimofetta. She built, recruited 4 people into her team, brand new stylist, just because of doing the ticket game. So
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't have all my people I'd like to find some local people. So that would be a good way to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we're doing a system that's duplicatable, like the purse game, like the ticket game, to get people asking about the business, then our new people that are signing up, then they're doing that same thing, So love it. But anyway, that's something else that you can try. You can try the messenger party. You can try doing follow-up Friday messages for your first time. If you've never done follow-up Friday messages, you can try doing that. And then just adding in that message about, hey, I'm going to do messenger parties this month with my hostesses. I'm trying something new. Would you be willing to try it out with me? And then you can do mystery hostess parties in your VIP group every month. I started doing this in January, and it took me, I'll be honest, I think like 6 weeks. The first time I did it, it took me like 6 weeks to get my 10 orders. Then in February, I got 10 orders in the first 2 weeks and 10 orders in the second 2 weeks. Then in March, I had a 10 order party in 3 weeks, and people, they're now getting the hang of it. And I even had a lady message me today, Diane Erickson. She's been a hostess and customer of mine for probably 20 years. She messaged me and she said, I really like the margarita earrings. I want to add them to the mystery hostess party. And so that tells me that she knows what we do in there now every month. So it just takes time to build up rhythm. So don't get discouraged if the first time you try to do a mystery hostess party, it takes the whole month or even 2 months, to get your 10 orders. The whole idea is that you're training your VIPs to expect that. Okay. So that's something else that you can do. And another new thing that you could do is you could sign up for Project Broadcast. You could finally just bite the bullet. It's going to take time. It took me hours between me and I had Cheryl Crutch. That was my assistant at the time. It took us hours to add all of those customers, because I had already been in for 3 years when I started Project Broadcast. So I had, I think it was 900 contacts to add to my project broadcast when I first started. But now I just add people every week. Every time I have someone place an order, I add them to my project broadcast. And I'm telling you, it is, I think it's the way of the world nowadays is text marketing. And one thing that that Kay Demmer is going to say on this Sparkle Talk, oh no, not Kay, Lindsay Hale, because she's the one that's doing project broadcast, is she says, think of how many times we get a text marketing. I get them from Jane Irondale. I get them from Bath and Body Works. I get them from Dillard's, and I get them from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I think like 3 others. Even though I get their text messages, I don't purchase every time. But when the time is right and the deal is right and I'm out of my foundation, then I will click that Jane Irondale text marketing and I will place an order because I love Jane Irondale. So, you know, it's just good. Okay, let's wrap this up because I know we've been here forever, but I hope that this call was amazing. I'm going to upload it to the team page. Please share with your teams that this call was outrageous. We can get more people on here. We've been doing so good. I think last week we had like 7 or 8 too. So I really feel really good about all this. But this is our final week of June commission month. So be sure that you are either getting with your upline leader or you yourself are checking your dashboard for level 3 through 5 RRC. This is the final week that we have the free $100 bonus, the free $100 item for customers. And it's the final week that we have the extra $100 added to starter kits, okay? It's also our final week to sign up for Sparkle Convention. So if you have not signed up for Sparkle and you want to be a part of all the giveaways that they do, you want to be a part of the new launch, you want to get all the training, I highly recommend that you register for Sparkle. This is also the last week to earn your Sparkle recognition as well. So remember to check that. If you don't know how to check it, contact me or your upline leader. We'll check it for you in our recognitions report. We had a lot of people who are really close to the $3,000 level. And this is also the final week that we have to add our 3 Sparkle Box subscribers. So remember when you had 3 new Sparkle Box subscribers, you got a free Sparkle Box. So if you don't know how to track that in your back office from your computer, or you can turn your phone landscape, you can click on Sparkle Box and you can see a list of all your subscribers and you can see the date that they initially signed up. So if you have 2 already for June that are brand new for June, then you just need 1 more subscriber and you're going to get a free June Sparkle Box. Okay. This is also the final week for the Head Start trip bonus. So when you submit $1,500 between week 3 and week 4, you get to count that volume towards the next trip. And if you happen to sponsor someone either last week or this week that signs up with $600 net, that recruit also counts as a trip recruit for you. And the best part is that you both get to go in to win the drawing for the St. Thomas giveaway. Okay, they just have to submit 300 net either in week 3 or week 4. Okay, lastly, this has kind of been flying underneath the radar, but this is a really cool thing. If you submit just $500 between week 3 and week 4, then you'll be entered to win the $25,000 in prizes at Sparkle. They're going to do iPads, designer purses, jewelry giveaways. So, but you have to submit 500 net non within week 3 and 4, and you have to be registered. Okay. You also have to be registered to get your Sparkle recognition awards, that Amelia collection. If you're not registered, you don't get it. So make sure that you are registered. Okay, lastly, some dates. Senior division leaders, we have a meeting Tuesday at 9 a.m. to discuss our team party coming up in July. We have that coming up. Tomorrow night, we have our new stylist training at 7 p.m. So if you have a new stylist or if you just want a refresher, if you want to restart your business, kickstart your business, you can watch that. It's a brand new ITC training. Just recorded it last month. Then Thursday, we have our Thursday 30 always. That's live on the team page at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then two exciting things is that this Friday night for all of our locals here in Central Florida, we have our Stroop Troop social at Murph's in DeLand. So I know we had a good turnout last time. Would love to see you guys all again. And that's at 6:30 on Friday night. And then we have coming up our team party on July 18th. Okay, so we're gonna really knock it out of the park this time. So if you want to even start working on your guest list of who you want to invite to that team party, you could start doing that. And then I did want to remind everybody that I did post last week the Sparkle schedule. So you can see that on the team page, or you can get that in the loop. God, this is so small, I can hardly see it. July 8th is our leadership night. So if you're an area leader or above, you are invited to that. It's 8:30 Eastern PM. And then July 9th, our general sessions at 5 PM Eastern. And then also on July 9th at 8:30 PM, that is our guest event. So remember, you can be inviting your guest to register through your link in your back office on dashboard. You can be inviting them to be your guest, and they'll get to see the new product launch video, and they'll also get to see all of our fashion team educating everyone on the trends for the season, what's in, what's out, Pantone colors of the year. It's going to be really, really great. And there's going to be an infomercial by yours truly, sharing the good, the better, and the best of Park Lane. And just so you guys know, the good is being a customer, the better is being a hostess, and the best is being a stylist. So I do like a little 4-minute little video to help you guys get sales, get bookings, and get recruits. So your guests will also see that. It's so funny. I'll tell you guys, I did it. It took me like 5 tries. And I did it, and I had Steve watch it, and you guys know he's just like a blunt police officer, you know. That's why I'm so blunt sometimes. I think he rubs off on me, but I said, would you watch this little 4-minute video and tell me if it's good? And he watched it and he said, it's great. And I said, really? Are you sure? Like, is it too like infomercially? But that's what the Park Lane wants, like a commercial to come on and say the good, the better, and the best, right? And he looks at me and he says, do you not think I would tell you if you suck? I was like, well, thank you, I guess. This is what I deal with. And mouthy teenagers. Okay. So pray for me. Okay. So that's the guest night. And then on July 10th at 8:30 Eastern is the Q&A with Scott and Jennifer about how to build a business. The 11th at 5 PM is our final general session. That's where you're going to get the bulk of your training, is on July 11th. That's going to be all the roundtable discussions, I'm pretty sure. And then that evening is our awards celebration, okay, at 7:30 East, 8:30 Eastern, okay? Okay. Lastly, our Mountain House Retreat contest is plug-a-luggin' still. We already have one achiever. Do you want to recognize her, Kathy?
Oh, it's my girl Bonnie Walter. She's actually Robin Hoffman's girl, but yeah, she's been working it. She's been sponsoring like crazy. So she qualified one last month and one direct appoint last month. Yeah, Krista Ekstrom. So that was awesome. Yay.
Yes, and Krista's doing amazing too. So we need to get her on the Thursday 30. So how are you getting all these recruit leads? So that Mountain House retreat is going to be November 15th through the 18th at Cindy's Mountain House in Sky Valley. And between June and July, all you have to do is either take a personal promotion yourself, even if it's a promotion to branch area, it doesn't matter. You can take a personal promotion yourself, or you can recruit an entry-level stylist and help her take a promotion. That gets you and her a spot. Or you can sponsor a qualified direct appoint lead. So someone who comes in at a higher level will do their kickoff party. And then when they qualify, that's how you get a spot at the Mountain House as well. So there's 3 ways that you can get a spot there. It's going to be an amazing, fun-filled weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Getting away for the weekend. And then the last thing is to share with you guys is that don't forget that starting on this Thursday, June 27th, that we do have an update on the bonus item. And it's gonna go to $35. And the benefit is that there's not gonna be a maximum value at $200 anymore. They can take any item. So we do have some pieces in there because I've had it happen where I've had hostesses try to take an item that was over 200 for their $30 item. Now they'll be able to do that, but it's $35. And this is just a hunch, but I'm pretty sure that that means that this new collection, they're probably going to have some items that are like 215, 225. So I think that they'll probably have some higher priced pieces, maybe some pieces obviously with like genuine stones in them or something. Then the website, the renewal fee, the annual renewal fee is going to match the new kit cost. So the kit cost is going to go up to $130 for $500 in jewelry of their choice. And that's also how much it is to renew for the year, $130 to renew your website. Okay, so it comes to less than $12 a month is what you're paying basically to keep your website up and going. And you'll still have access to all the back office perks, the reports, the trainings, all that. I think that's it. Any questions?
Katie, I have a comment.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know, I just sent you when I had done that Park Lane fundraiser thing for the school in Georgia. They didn't accept it, but I'm going to send it back again this year because it's in the summertime before they make their selections in August. But
Okay.
I had did that letter where it kind of like explains like what the two types of fundraisers are. So I just sent that to you. I emailed it to you so you can put it on Project Broadcast or whatever, or boards or whatever.
Oh,
So-
thank you.
And they can
Yeah.
update it. It's just a Word document. But I basically took the fundraiser, the Park Lane fundraiser document that is more for the
This-
consultants.
Nice. Yes.
And I kind of tweaked it with the questions off the flyer, the fundraiser flyer that we used to have.
Got it.
And then on the last page, it's like my information, a little bit about who I am. And then I need to change it to 68 years now, but I think it's 68. But so
Okay, fantastic. Let me see how I can, I think I can save this as a file. Yep, save to files. Fundraiser proposal. I'm just gonna add your name to it. That way I can upload it to the, I'm gonna upload it to files on the team page.
okay.
And I'm gonna put example. That way they know that they need to edit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna
Appreciate
send it to a
that.
couple of ball companies, local softball too, because you know they were interested, but they picked their stuff early in the season. So
Okay. Yeah, love it. Thank you
Hey,
so much.
Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Hey, Katie. Aloha from Hawaii.
I forgot. Yes.
I'm in Maui today and yesterday on the cruise ship.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah,
Are
and
you, are
it's
you having the time
actually
of your life?
it's oh yeah, it's great. And it's we did the road to Hana yesterday. So that was a
Oh
pretty
my
crazy.
gosh.
I survived it. And it is 6:06 in the morning here. So that gives you an idea of the time frame.
Yes.
So there was, and somebody hit that chat call, you know, my God, it was, my husband's going, what the heck is that? And I said,
Oh my gosh.
it's
The
a
road.
chat call. So I answered it. They're going, why do we have this? And I said, just get off of it.
Oh my gosh. That is so
Thanks.
funny.
Somebody hit a button.
I gotta
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, I gotta tell you a story about the road to Hana. So I took my dad with me to Maui one year, and Princess House did an incentive where you could earn a convertible for the day. Okay. So me and Anita, my upline leader, my trainer, my dear friend of 20 some years, we shared a convertible, and my dad was coming along for the ride too. Anita has this idea that we're going to take the road to Hana in the convertible. And if you don't know the road to Hana in Maui, it's basically a road that goes through the center of the island. Instead of having to go all the way around, you can just cut right through the center. But this road is literally a road made out of lava rock. And so you're, and when I'm going like this, like that's the road, okay? Like, right, the whole time. And it takes 3 hours. 3 hours, I think.
And it it took a lot longer because we were on a tour and
Oh.
they've paved the road now. So it's
Oh,
a little bit better than a dirt road.
oh my God. Yeah,
There's
well, it
still
was,
parts we haven't, but yeah.
okay, well, this, back then it was a dirt road and people come and go both ways on the road. However,
Mm.
the road is only wide enough to fit one car. So when you see a car coming, you have to like pull off, let them go, then you get back on the road and you go. And I'll never forget this story about my dad. Okay. So me and Anita, we're in the front, dad's in the back. At this point, he's probably 60, I would say. This was a long time ago. It was like 10, 15 years ago. And he's in the back. Me and Anita are just blasting the golden oldies, you know, do I diddy diddy dum diddy do. We are singing and just having the time of our lives in the front. Okay. And Anita, I know Angie knows her. She drives like a bat out of hell. I'm not kidding you. That woman, I mean, she loves the Lord. Loves the Lord, but she just drives crazy. I'm used to it. Well, my dad is not. And so we get back to the hotel and my dad's like, oh my God. Like, what? And he's like, I've never been more terrified in my entire life. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, y'all were just like, la, 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 la. And he said he was back there barely hanging, because several times, like, you know, Anita's like, uh-oh, uh-oh, you know, for 3 hours.
Yeah,
And
my.
I know, and I saw the whole thing like through his eyes, and I never laughed so hard in my life, but I could see how he was terrified for his life. But that's good that now it's paved. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they finally paved it and it's still narrow, but you can get most places you can get two cars to pass each other because we were in one of those bigger vans and it was like a 10-seater total with the driver. So
Right.
when we got to places where we had to pass, most everybody could get past us. I think the biggest thing is that the bridges are still narrow, so only one car can go through that bridge at a time. So you have to sit and wait if somebody's coming. And there seems to be some kind of a knowledge that if you're coming from one of the directions, you have the right of way opposed to another. And sometimes it's just the courtesy that, you know, somebody says, okay, I'll pull over here. I'm not in a hurry. And you look like you are. So, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just been, and it's been learning our guide was trying to teach us the language. So, and gave us a lot of history. So it was a very great, very good tour. Highly recommended if anybody makes it to Hawaii.
I love stuff like that. We had such a great time going and seeing Pearl Harbor when we went
With Park Lane.
yeah, with Park Lane with Steve and stuff. So I love it. All right. Anybody else have any questions or anything before we wrap up today? I'll upload this to YouTube and post it and share with your teams. And I will figure out a way to share what I'm doing. If you guys can just do me a favor, send me a message on Messenger that you want those, and I can send you some more information on what I'm doing in there. I don't know if I want to put it in the group chat because people aren't going to know what in the world I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I think it would be better. And did Angie get off? Okay. I know Angie's one of them. Angie, Dory, was that it? And Robin? Let me just get a little sticky note.
Zena.
And Zena?
Zena.
If it's not written down, it won't happen. Okay. Zena, Angie, Dory. That was it?
Robin.
And Robin, sorry, Robin Howard. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Well, I am off to the dentist. Steve and I both cracked a tooth over the weekend. How ironic is that?
That is weird. What were you eating? Both of you?
Yeah. See how this side of my face is swollen? We weren't eating anything.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had a minor fracture in this tooth down here for a while, but it hasn't caused me any pain. And it's still not causing me pain. I can just feel the swelling and there was a little bit of bleeding. So I think they're just gonna have to extract it because I'm not gonna have another root canal. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. They are terrible and so expensive. And then they don't even, they don't even work half the time. So I'm just gonna be like, pull it. Cause I don't think there's anything that they can do for a cracked tooth. Unfortunately. So pray for me and him. He goes Wednesday. I'm going today. But okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank
See
you.
you. Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.